The massive crane collapse as powerful storms batter the plains, slamming into a building. At least one dead, several injured. Plus, the major airport shut down when winds knocked out power. Also breaking tonight, the theme park emergency. A brush fire sending a wall of smoke into one of America's most popular destinations. The park first ordering families to evacuate. Then fire officials saying it's too dangerous to leave. The fire spreading. At the same time, the deadly flood strike in the southeast. 3 killed when their car loses control and hydroplanes into deep water. In politics, all eyes on Iowa. Our reporter is on the ground as 19 of 23 Democrats make their case in that key early state. But the candidate who was not there is at the top of the latest poll. 1 million protest, the massive demonstrations overseas. Tonight, turning violent. Pepper spray deployed. The message they're sending to a superpower. Also developing the GPS outage. Hundreds of flights canceled across the country as the navigation system on some passenger planes fails. And America Strong, the kids coming to the rescue. A grandmother trapped in her burning home. What they did to save her.
From ABC News, this is ABC World News Tonight.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on a very busy Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas. And we begin with the extreme weather striking several parts of the country, from deadly floods to fire emergencies, and the ongoing response right now in Dallas, Texas. The moment caught on camera, a massive construction crane collapsing as a violent storm battered the state. Aerial footage showing the boom slicing through a building. At least one person is dead and several others injured. That storm also knocking out power to hundreds of thousands and one of the city's major airports. Let's get right to ABC's Ariel Reshef with the latest.
Tonight, the terrifying moments after damaging winds near Dallas knocked this crane into an apartment building, killing at least one person.
Oh my God, the crane is falling over. Oh my God.
A hole punched through the roof, parts of the structure shredded, and that crane on its side.
We have 2 people who were listed as critical. 3 who suffered serious injuries but were not critical. 1 person who has in fact been discharged from the hospital already, and 1 person who's been confirmed deceased.
Inside the building, cars could be seen teetering on the edge. Urban Search and Rescue rushing to the scene.
The building itself has suffered multiple collapses in different areas.
All this caused by a ferocious, severe storm that whipped up near hurricane-strength wind gusts at Dallas Love Field Airport, at one point knocking out power to that major transportation hub. An overhead sign crashing down outside a nearby restaurant.
And Ariel Reshef joins us now live. Ariel, we saw that harrowing video of the crane swinging before it came down. And we just saw that video right there, that area battered by powerful winds.
That's right, Tom. Those intense wind gusts reaching up to 71 miles per hour at some points, knocking out power to at least 250,000 people in the Dallas County area alone. And tonight, Tom, we know at the scene of that deadly crane collapse, there are still authorities combing through the rubble looking for any other potential victims. Tom.
The image is absolutely devastating. All right, Ariel, thank you. We turn now to the west, where a fast-moving brush fire shut down one of America's most popular theme parks. The blaze throwing a huge plume of smoke towards Six Flags Magic Mountain just north of Los Angeles. You see all the smoke right there. Families initially told to get out by park management before fire officials said it was too dangerous to leave. Tonight, those guests have begun to evacuate, and our Marcy Gonzalez is there.
Tonight, a terrifying scene near one of America's biggest amusement parks. A fast-moving brush fire breaking out near Six Flags Magic Mountain outside of Los Angeles. Thick smoke billowing just behind some of the park's popular water slides, creating a haze throughout it. Guests initially told by the park to evacuate. Panicked parents and children racing to the exits. You could see the blaze burning with fire crews nearby. But LA County Fire asking those guests to stay put while 100 county firefighters battled the flames.
Marcy Gonzalez joins us now live, and guests were being allowed to leave from what we know, but there was a concern at one point that the fire could get inside the park.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. There was the fear initially because first responders said that this fire was so significant, but the flames are now out, the smoke is clearing, and people are still evacuating right now. Tom.
Marcy Gonzalez for us tonight. Marcy, thank you. And as those emergencies play out in the plains and the west, the flood emergency has turned deadly in the southeast. The slow-moving storm system swamping several states. This is Lincolnton, North Carolina. 3 people were killed when their car hydroplaned and crashed on its side in several feet of water. This dangerous system is on the move tonight. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano is tracking it all. Hey, Rob.
Hi, Tom. The system that brought the severe weather to Dallas, that's going to kind of kick the southeast system into the northeast. So we've got a couple things to deal with. Austin, you're going to get some rough weather tonight, and then flood watches remain up for Atlanta and parts of Kentucky and the Carolinas, where heavy rain is still possible over the next several hours. But look at this. By tomorrow morning, the rain is into the northeast, the big cities, D.C., Philly, New York, and increasing really throughout the day into the evening rush. In the west, though, the ridge building, more heat coming, excessive heat watches and warnings in through California and all the way up into the Pacific Northwest. Temperatures in Portland will be well into the 90s by the time we get through midweek. This is not good for any of the fires that are happening out there, Tom.
Active weather in so many parts of the country tonight. All right, Rob, thank you. We turn now to politics and a busy day for Democrats in the race for 2020. 19 of the 23 candidates in Iowa today trying to break through that extremely crowded field. The campaigning comes as a new poll shows Joe Biden, who had to skip the Iowa event, as the early favorite there. But this race is just getting started, and several other hopefuls are looking to make a move. ABC's Stephanie Ramos spent the day in Cedar Rapids.
Tonight, Democratic presidential candidates descending on Cedar Rapids. All smiles before taking the same stage and making their case to Iowa Democrats.
I'm here to ask for your support because I am prepared to make the case for America.
The American people want change. They want real change.
They're ready for change, and I got a plan for that.
All day long here, looking to stand out any way they can.
19 contenders taking the stage inside. Out here, supporters riled up to see their candidate.
But many voters we spoke to are still undecided.
Hoping to hear what they've got to say.
They have to be authentic, and they have to have integrity.
Noticeably absent from today's events, former Vice President Joe Biden, who's leading in the latest Iowa poll. In a virtual tie for second place, Senators Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, and South Bend's Mayor Pete Buttigieg, whose support here has grown by double digits.
It's very encouraging, but of course it's very early, so we got a lot of work to do. It tells us that we're in contention.
Playing the keyboard to the crowd, making this not so subtle dig at some of his biggest rivals.
And it turns out people of all generations are ready to see a new generation rise in American leadership.
But with so many in the race, other candidates are fighting to make their message heard in Iowa, a pivotal state in this primary.
My candidacy is very different than anyone else. I come from a very different background.
We have 240 days, and we're using every single one of them.
Stephanie Ramos joins us live. She's with so many of the candidates there in Iowa. And Stephanie, we heard in your report the Iowa caucus still more than 200 days away, but the candidates aren't wasting any time.
That's exactly right, Tom. One of the candidates, Marianne Williamson, is even moving here. As we mentioned, former Vice President Joe Biden was not able to be here today. He was attending his granddaughter's graduation. But here's proof that his staff here in the Hawkeye State is so crucial. His team tells us that they're planning on upping the staff numbers here by the end of the month. Biden is actually scheduled to be here later this week on the same day as President Trump. Tom.
Stephanie Ramos for us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Stephanie, thank you. Next to the other major political headline we're following, after President Trump pulled back on his tariff threat, announcing an agreement between his administration and the Mexican government, there are still questions about that deal and the broader White House trade strategy. ABC White House correspondent Tara Palmieri is at the White House.
Tonight, President Trump claiming victory after negotiations with Mexico, scrapping his tariff threat. But some Democrats questioning if anything in the deal is actually new.
These are agreements that Mexico had already made, in some cases, months ago.
Mexico now sending 6,000 National Guard to their southern border with Guatemala.
We would hope that this will bring results in a very relative short term, like in a month or a month and a half.
Also agreeing to expand what they call migration protection protocols, requiring asylum seekers to remain in Mexico while their claims are processed in the U.S. That policy first announced by former Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen in December.
Individuals arriving in or entering the United States from Mexico illegally or without proper documentation may be returned to Mexico.
Acting Secretary of Homeland Security Kevin McAleenan says this plan is different.
People could disagree with the tactics. Mexico came to the table with real proposals. We have an agreement that if they implement, will be effective.
Critics sounding off.
He's becoming the threatener in chief.
You can't use it to threaten. You can't have a trade policy based on tweets.
And tonight, the president hinting what would happen if there isn't sufficient cooperation from Mexico to stop illegal border crossings. Tweeting, quote, "We can always go back to our previous, very profitable position of tariffs."
Tara Palmieri joins us now from the North Lawn. Following all of this, Tara, a trade war with Mexico averted for now. But tonight, news from the Treasury Secretary that President Trump would be, quote, perfectly happy to escalate another one.
Tom, talks are at a standstill with China. Secretary of the Treasury Mnuchin said that President Trump is still considering slapping more tariffs on Chinese goods unless they come to the table and agree to the U.S.'s terms. Now, President Trump will make that decision after talking to Chinese President Xi in Japan later this month. Tom?
Tara Palmieri for us from the White House tonight. Tara, thank you. Next, we head overseas to the dramatic pictures coming in from Hong Kong, where organizers say 1 million demonstrators took to the streets protesting a measure that would allow people, including political protesters, to be extradited to China. ABC's Julia McFarland with the pictures coming in.
Tonight, tense moments on the streets of Hong Kong. Protesters trying to break into a legislative complex clashing with police. This after 1 million people came out in force, according to activists, to tell China to stay out of Hong Kong. They were out to demonstrate against a controversial new bill being pushed through Parliament that would allow extradition to China. But the people here, with signs reading "China hands off our home," say it is an erosion of Hong Kong's civil liberties and that China will use it to target political opponents.
Mainland China use all sorts of ways to exercise the so-called dictatorship in Hong Kong, to kidnap the people they treat as enemy.
Hong Kong is a semi-autonomous territory that was returned to China from the British in 1997.
The people of Hong Kong want to protect our freedom of speech, our rule of law, our judicial system.
But Hong Kongers fear those freedoms are being eroded as China increases its influence. This controversial bill will be considered this Wednesday in the middle of a work week. Authorities will be hoping that far fewer people will be marching in opposition. Tom?
Julia, thank you. A cruise ship passenger is missing after she fell overboard on a voyage from the south of France to Spain. The 63-year-old Korean woman, whose name has not been released, believed to have fallen into the Mediterranean shortly after the Norwegian Epic departed Cannes early Saturday morning. The ship turning back and sending an alert to other vessels. She has not been found. We move on now to new details tonight in that scare at the Pride Parade in the nation's capital. Hundreds of people scrambling for safety after a report of a man with a gun, then rumors about gunshots heard. Those rumors turned out to be false, but several were injured in the scare, and tonight that man with the gun is under arrest. Here's ABC's Lana Zach.
Tonight, police are investigating the sounds that threw the Capitol Pride Parade into chaos.
What did you hear? We don't know.
The crowd running, toppling police barricades, word spreading that there may be a man with a gun in the crowd.
And then a half a second later was when that loud boom happened. And so that's when everybody, when you guys were running up, that's when everybody just took off like crazy.
In the confusion, several were injured, including at least one child.
His mom was trying to pick him up off the ground as people are stepping on him. And like she can't get him because people are really stepping on this little boy.
ABC News can confirm tonight that police arrested 38-year-old Afterbeat Singh at the Pride Parade. Singh allegedly had a BB gun. The police report says that Singh, quote, claimed he pulled the BB gun out on an unidentified individual who was hitting his significant other.
They stopped an individual and they recovered a gun close by.
Police say there's no evidence that shots were actually fired here in Washington, though Singh has now been charged with 4 counts, including possession of a dangerous weapon and disorderly conduct. Tom?
Lana, thank you. And in Maryland tonight, close to 100 people injured after a deck collapse at a house party. The family celebration in Montgomery County taking a dangerous turn when the overcrowded deck gave way. Thankfully, most of those injuries were considered minor. And in Houston, hundreds paying tribute to slain 4-year-old Malia Davis. The group, wearing pink in her honor, participating in a memorial walk, demanding just after the child was allegedly killed and dumped on the roadside by a man engaged to her mother. The Houston mayor proclaiming June 9th Malia Davis Day. And there's much more ahead on World News Tonight this Sunday. The investigation underway into a deadly plane crash, that aircraft plunging right into a field. What we're now learning about those on board. Plus, the hiker lost for nearly a week speaking out in his first interview